What's up to me Turners? We are back at it again with another reaction episode video, and today we are going to be watching by Abba and Preach. This is her partner held her accountable. I don't know what this video is going to be about, but I will put the channel and the link in the description below, so go follow them. And yeah, let's just go see what this whole thing is about.
It was viral, and I wanted your take on it.
Karen, Mr. Karen over here.
Hey, want to know the things about Karens? I kind of feel like a few years ago, way back, a Karen used to be a thing now, but I kind of feel like it's not a, I mean, it still is, but it's not a popular thing as it is way back, so.
Get it.
Look at you,
We're filming a video. Okay? No, I want to talk to him. What?
Why you want to talk to him? I would just be like, boy, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face.
I get it. You can leave us alone. A 2-year-old? What does it matter?
Who's driving the car when you fucking around with a skateboard?
Just relax, bro. Take it.
In the car! The hell do you think this is?
Annoying.
No, you don't get to make your own decisions. Stop. You don't run shit. You don't sit there and bicker old people. You hop in, you leave. We're sitting here ghostwriting and whipping the neighborhood. Stop acting like we're not in the wrong. Then you're antagonizing him. If he goes and slaps you, I have to go grab him. You don't get to do that. If he gets in your face now, I have to fight him. So you don't get to act all big and bad when you're with your...
Yeah, and then the police will come, but at the same time, he puts your hands on your girl first. So it's like, but at the same time, what you just did, I feel like that can be illegal. I mean, you jumped out of your car while the car is still running, while you're on your skateboard and you doing a trick and you failed at it, and then you don't know if that car can like malfunction and it can hit somebody. So I feel like
Man, stop.
but what he just said right there, he did got a point to where like if he touch you, then I gotta go beat him up. So he wasn't wrong. So I kind of felt like she could have just gotten in the car. And look at Preach.
Yes! 100%. Because you're ghostwriting the whip. That's dangerous and illegal. Yes, Mr. Karen right there, not minding his business, and the 2-year-old in the house, who cares? That's not really the real point. The real point is what you're doing is illegal and dangerous. You know what I mean? But you bickering to the dude, I'm not even talking about the point of, oh my God, but he's telling her what to do. That's so toxic. No, get in the car. Let's go. Let's leave.
No. Forget telling her what to do. I get to tell you what to do, and what you do puts me in danger. I get to tell you what to do when you are my responsibility if you get in physical danger. Why? Because if she starts a fight and her man leaves her, y'all gonna get on his ass. Y'all gonna say he fucked up. Y'all gonna shame him to high heaven. You don't get to instigate a situation and then make someone else have to suffer those physical violences. Get the fuck out of here.
100%.
Get the fuck out of here. You guys are a couple. You guys have to consult. The same way he can't start no goddamn bar fight without his girl having a fucking say.
Because if the girls of the dude you're starting a fight with, they're right there. They're gonna get on your hat. That is 100%.
I tell my homies what to do if they're not acting right and they're putting me in danger. And they do the same to me, and they have a right. Let's get away from this whole like gender.
But some people are gonna be like, oh, they grown, they can do what the fuck they want. They ain't my parents. But I kind of feel like that is such a lazy ass cop out to escape for accountability. Like, let's say for me example, like if I go on a trip or whatever with my friends, we have to be each other responsibility to where we can make it in a trip and make it out of their trip safely. So that's just being a responsible, decent human being. But most people don't follow by that rule, which is sad.
It's not even
that's why you see people going missing, whether in some type of friend group or whatever. But whatever.
It's not. It has nothing to do with
there is a gender.
Take that, what was that girl named? That black girl who went on a Mexico trip with the friends, and then they came back, and then she ended up missing. If you know, you know. It started with the S, something Robertson, some shit like that. But yeah, it reminds me of that situation.
Element to it, but it's not gender like that.
Oh, it's danger, not gender. Okay, it's really that.
That's it. Listen, I would say this to I've said this to my mom, to my siblings too. My mom just the other day, I'm trying to calm a situation down, calm it down. This lady shows up at the door. I said, get in the fucking house. Because you won't give me problems. I'm about to solve this. You about to start some shit. And if I was escalating and the roles were reversed and she said something to me, I got no place to say nothing. But it's my responsibility. So stay in your fucking lane. And thanks to my mom, shout out to her, she listened. Because sometimes you might act out of pocket. But you can't say, oh, it's not his place. Of course it's his place.
Yeah.
You guys are a team. You guys are connected, whether it's friendship, relationship.
Exactly. Thank you. Because like I said, like, it's our each other responsibility. So you just can't do whatever you want. If you want to be in my circle, you have to move accordingly.
Your platoon co-workers, you have a say.
Leroy Jenkins, you're putting everybody in danger. What are you doing? Why are you running in there? And then we all have to fucking die. That's the same fucking thing.
And I've seen this so often where ladies will get their man knocked out. Get their man shot.
Run their mouth.
I've seen ladies just run up to a big ass dude talking like, what you want? And I'm like, yo, your man gonna have to cash that check and he don't look like he ready. And you gonna put his manhood on the line because if he don't act right or do whatever it is, then you gonna look at him different too. Stop.
Now he's gonna call the cops. Now there's problems. Now I have to deal with it. And I told you, get in the car. You learn to listen to me. No, you didn't. You're talking shit to me.
I did. Oh my God.
I had to scream at you to get you in the car. You won't get in. You said
He's being defensive right now. I'm sure with a rewatch, you probably would.
It's on T. It's on TT.
Because here in this moment, she probably, like, if I'm being in her shoes, she thinks she's defending them because they're not doing anything wrong in her head. And here's this fucking Karen, and now her boyfriend yelling at her, so she probably defends it. They're both, the boyfriend to me is more valid, obviously. But I can understand from her perspective, because she's not really taking in the ghostwriting like it's a bad thing. To her, they're just filming a harmless TikTok sketch where the car is going 2 miles per hour, whatever the fuck it is. Now, I'm taking her perspective.
I understand what you're saying. We're not doing anything wrong. It's not because nothing happened that you're not doing anything wrong.
Sure. In that moment, for her to understand, you're going to need time. You're going to have to slowly explain that stuff. But when things are heated, you're not going to get through it. So I'm just going to say, I understand where she's a little bit. It's with reflection she don't learn, then you got a problem. In the moment she's a little bit defensive, I don't lose my mind. Me personally.
I have this ego that you think it's okay. We are doing something wrong. We're totally in the wrong.
Okay, let me just say this in her defense as well. Buddy, if you think it's wrong, then why'd you do it?
Why you
can't have her come up. You guys come up with this idea. You have her filming your idea when you're the front of the camera, and then start yelling at her after the fact, talking about we are doing something wrong, this and that and the third. Nigga, you was part of that whole heist. Okay, so that's also his part to be a little bit accountable for.
I mean, he's not a nigga.
Okay. I was about to get defensive because you called me out the moment, but you're right. You see, she's like, I'm an evolved individual.
But the nigga, I feel like he is taking accountable. But the girl, she ain't. So she said, she keeps saying she not doing nothing wrong, but...
I need you to say next time that happens, I will listen to you, Judah.
Okay, shout out to her.
Yeah, right. Like that's what I was thinking. She didn't need to be yelled at. So that I can.
She eventually does own it. She says, "Don't push it," and I agree with her.
You wouldn't get in the car. I had to scream at you.
Is it acceptable for me to yell at you?
Yes. If I'm not listening to you and you're arguing with a grown man, yes.
But there's no reason for us to yell at each other. It's fine. I understand.
So
I was yelling.
Well, he was coming with a very stern and
Was that yelling?
Close, depending on what it is.
At some point, he was like, "Get in the car!"
Yeah, he did.
Because there's potentially danger. I'm talking about in the car.
Okay, don't use a literal definition. He's definitely taking a very stern tone with her.
Yes,
So it's definitely like an aggressive, not a...
Stern and yelling is two different things.
It's okay. Everything in this interaction and how they handled it, to me, was probably one of the better outcome scenarios. She owned her part. The man kind of said what he needed to say. They'll probably have conversations. It's normal to have a little bit of disagreement.
Conversation, makeup, you mean, carry on.
Sure. But one thing I will say about the guy, I like the fact that
they probably did do that.
The fact that they were in the wrong. Too many times people will do bad behavior and not even own it that they're in the wrong. He says, "No, we're in the wrong." We're ghost right. Yes, you are in the wrong. Now, what's the guy who was coming out a bit of a Karen shirt? Like he said, "Oh, there's a 2-year-old in that building." Nigga, they're going 2 miles per hour. Okay, let's chill out. This whole like 2-year-old pearl clutching was unnecessary.
Yeah, 100%.
But you were still in the wrong. It is what it is. You got to just eat that and leave. And he's also right. Don't be talking to a grown man, especially in America where motherfuckers got guns everywhere. Don't talk to nobody like that.
Right.
You're not strapped. You're not ready. And also, why would y'all even want to risk it? You know, this
Because
is
if
just
that old man shot my nigga and I had to end up to find out where he at, and boy, I'll be fucking pissed.
thing for the ladies. Especially if you expecting your man to protect you, don't start shit. A lot of y'all be starting shit knowing you got a man beside you, or you think violence is not a real thing, and they gotta suffer.
Yeah, like me and my nigga, like if I look at my nigga, I'm gonna be like, listen, you're not gonna win in every fight. Now it's okay if you get beat up, and I'm not gonna look at you differently. I'm not gonna look at you weak. I mean, you strong, but you're not strong enough to beat everybody ass in this planet. You're not Superman. You're not Naruto. You're not Sasuke or nothing like that. But you can only do that to what Albert just said right there. Like, you can only protect your partner if they started it or some shit like that. So,
I don't like that.
Ladies, a phone camera is not a shield. It's not because you film that nothing's gonna happen to you.
And this is
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You can still get the knock the fuck out, but on HD.
yeah, but they go sue. Because a lot of people like to sue, especially when they lose in a fight. Like, if you agree to fight and you lose and you threaten to sue and call the cops or whatever, that makes you a pussy. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, that shit is so fucking whack.
And this is something that's true if you're trying to get a point across to somebody. If they make a concession, let it go, and then come back to it later when everything's calmed down. When she says, fine, I get it, and then you keep pushing the point, in that moment, it's the least productive thing. I understand you might be heated. I understand she fucked up. This is true for anybody. This is true for dudes, girls, don't matter. But I understand from his perspective, he probably had his cortisol high. He saw a bit of danger, whatever it is. It's not easy to make these decisions in the moment. It's likely going to have a better outcome if you come back to it later and then talk about it calmly and be like, this is why I was afraid. I was afraid for your safety, for mine, because we could have been in danger. And they're much more likely to receive that well than if you keep going in the moment and you keep pushing about why they're wrong. Someone said, what, why? This is a leadership thing in general, in conflict resolution. So even when you are managing soldiers or whatever it could be, there's a talk you have in the moment and there's a talk you have later. When someone fucks up, you point out the thing, you say it, they say it, later you have an extent. You don't continue to berate them indefinitely in front of other people or even by themselves, because at some point it becomes counterproductive where they shut down. So what I'm saying is to take the emotional side of it. Take your emotional upsetness and how wronged you feel by the fact that, and think about what the solution is. And if you want to get there, keep going in that moment. It's not conducive. If I have an employee and
But what happened if they're not going to meet you halfway to come up with a solution?
did something wrong, I'll point it out real fast, and then once they acknowledge it, I'll move on, and then we have a lengthy conversation later. But there's no point in me just keep digging that shit in and making them feel shittier about themselves in the moment. Let them have time to reflect and see themselves. You might be surprised. You might come back to it later, and they might own up to shit you didn't even realize. I've been an impatient person most of my life, and so I didn't know a lot of this stuff, and I had to learn from just the people around me. And yeah.
But most people are so fucking self-centered to where they feel like they can't do nothing wrong to anybody. So, especially if that someone is your fucking partner, you're going to have a real hard time trying to connect to certain things, to connect to anything for that matter.
That's something when I watched that conversation, I was like, oh, I used to do that. And it was never productive. That's a man of honor, worthy of respect. He's 100% right. You need to stop talking back. Females got a good man like
Okay, that's fucking incels.
this, and they don't even listen.
And don't get me wrong, what he just told her, I mean, he ain't wrong. But certain things he weren't wrong. But it was his tone. He ain't gotta, like, you know.
Your man and the old man are right. When someone's taking accountability for their actions, I fucking love it. And I do agree with that. I think too often people do bad shit.
That first two comment, that was incels.
I do appreciate he did. Feminism ruined everything. My boy put her in her place. I actually agree. I heard accountability.
See, look at that. What does that sound like? Hold on.
He did. Feminism ruined everything. My boy put her in her
What is this? Come on now.
place. I actually agree. I heard accountability. We are actually wrong. Responsibility, de-escalation. As a person that is sensitive to control and yelling, he's right. Sometimes we have to raise our voice when our partner's not making the wise decision, and that could turn into a small situation. I agree. Folks who get mad at the fact that he was yelling, it was a quasi, relatively dangerous situation where something physical might have happened with her filming the guy getting antagonized. I think it's okay to yell. That's your girl. What you gonna do?
Yeah, it's okay to yell, but not at me though. Because nigga, I'll fuck you up. Bitch, don't fucking yell at me.
That's why you've been together for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? We got been together for so long. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. I want to be your girl. That's why. I turn her into one of these YouTube videos.
My girl, if I would propose to my girl to say like, "Hey, let's just go ride the wood," she'd be like, "My girl is way too much by the rules.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no way
Okay.
she would take part in that shit."
You are definitely not about to.
Huh? What'd you say? I'll say it again.
Now,
I
what
know
you
all the rules.
say?
It's just not the speeding limits.
Now, then why Abba keep sweating? The fuck? Is it hot in your room? Don't y'all got air conditioning? Turn that shit off.
What you wanna do out here? You gonna ask for this?
I do get in the car every time he drives. I know. I say,
Follow the rules, but you ask me for a lift. Walk, nigga. That's gonna be next time.
hey, you acting like I'm complaining. I'm just making an astute observation. What I did is I looked at your speedometer, and then I looked at and then I said, thank you, sir. I want my Uber driver. You know how many Uber drivers I gave a 1 star? Because they saw a yellow light.
And then didn't go through. Oh my day.
You know how offended I get when they're immigrants? I'm like, nigga, I know what you do in your country. How you
Oh,
gonna
wow.
immigrate? How you gonna immigrate and not bring the best parts of your culture to us? You know what I mean? Like, why you gonna come here and then all of a sudden be like, rules?
I ain't gonna lie. For rides I be getting for people, I don't know if I ever had that problem to where if it was a yellow light and they stopped, I don't think I ever had that problem.
No, you don't do that when it comes to welfare. All right, let me stop.
Oh shit. I didn't even check the video to see if it's over. Well, that's over. So I want to know what you guys think of this whole situation. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I will put their channel and the link in the description below. So go follow them. Go follow my page. Go follow my TikTok page. And I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.